Hey everybody, it's Jason24CF for EventHums.com, bringing to you a new episode in our video series of product reviews for the fighting game community. What I like to do in my video reviews is gear them more to the new players of the FGC. You guys have a lot of questions and sometimes you're just not sure where to go, with those questions to seek those answers. With that said, hopefully my videos have been able to assist you with those questions, and I'm going to continue on with this video as well in the same manner. With that said, most of you are probably wondering, well, how is it that I'm able to record, my gameplay and upload it to YouTube and not have to deal with, I say, like setting up a camera or using my camera phone to record that video. With that said, this video review is going to be reviewing AVerMedia's Live Gaming Portable device. It's a video capture device that's geared towards, general gamers and also hardcore gamers. This device here you would hook up to your console, and then from there you're able to record any video source that comes out to your console. So when you're able to see, videos on YouTube where someone's showing like training game sessions and they're showing some new tech, most likely they're using this device to record it. And also a great feature about this device is it's a portable device, and you can take with you, on the road to gaming tournaments. And instead of having to set up a tripod with a camera or have your buddy hold your camera phone or camera, you can just set this up to the console and the monitor and record your gaming off an SD card. And I mean, that's a great feature. So I'm going to get to the unboxing of this device, show you, a couple quick videos of the device itself while it's recording some gameplay, and then from there end it off, with my final opinion. And hopefully, again, these videos are able to assist you.
Alright, let's get to the unboxing here. I got the beat playing in the background, so I'm feeling this, got a nice vibe, and let's get to this. Let's open this up here. Alright, there you go. There's the AVerMedia Live Gaming Portable device. Look at that. It's a sweet little device here. HDMI inputs and outputs. There's a USB input to power up the device. Right underneath the sticker here is the SD card slot. Let me try to remove this to give you a better view of it. I need to stop chewing on my nails. Right, there we go, we got that. Let's see what else we have here. Alright, let's get to the box. Let's remove this top part here. And we have a 3-month subscription card to XSplit for free from AVerMedia, so that's cool. So if you're a streamer, this would definitely help you out for your first time. You get a free 3-month service, and then from there's a lot of cool features you can do with it. I don't know well. We'll get back to that later on. But let's open up the box here. Let's see what's inside this box when you purchase this item. Let's open this up. Time. Okay, we got a bunch of cables. Let's see if there's anything else inside. HDMI cable, and there's one more package. Alright, let's put this box down to the side and let's see what we got here. Let's open this one up. A little stuck there. Let's get the other end. We remove it, and we have here a AVerMedia carrying case. Look at that. It's a nice type soft felt material. Your HDMI additional cable. This cable here, I believe, is for, yes, this is for the PS3. So you set this cable up for the PS3 to work with the AVerMedia. You also have here audio cables. Let's see what else you have. Also component cables. So if you want to set up your Nintendo Wii, or if you have an other devices that have component cables. This here is a USB power cord. Plug that into the AVerMedia or your Xbox and your PC, and that will power up your AVerMedia. Again, this is a PlayStation cable, audio cable, and looks like we got everything there. There's the AVerMedia. Give you one more look at it. Still have the protective case on it. I'll get to unwrapping that and then set it up. Okay, is there any instructions inside? Nope, that's it. Looks like we're done. Alright, let's get to the connection. Alright, so here you can see this is the setup for the AVerMedia. Here's the HDMI out going into the in port of the AVerMedia, and the additional HDMI cable, which is the out signal that goes into your monitor or LCD TV. It's that simple to set up this device. Next up, we got the PS3. Now that had an additional cable because it prevents you from copying Blu-ray movies with the AVerMedia. So again, that cable goes into the in. As you can see here in the back, it has its own separate port, and then the HDMI out goes either to your LCD TV or again your monitor, and it's that simple to set up. And then you power up the device with the USB cable and you're good. Alright, now we have the Nintendo Wii. This here had the component input, so as you can see, I have the Wii set up with the component cables set up to the in port. There's all the colors matching up with the HDMI out signal going into, again, your TV or your monitor, and you're all set to go. It's that simple to set up this the AVerMedia to your gaming consoles, and it can't get any easier than that. All right, you can see here my setup. I got the Nintendo Wii, the PS3, then the Xbox 360, which is connected to the AVerMedia, as I'm going to run the test first through the Xbox 360, which is then connected to the monitor, and then the AVerMedia is then connected back to the netbook, which will be recording my game video. I'll hit capture, and then next here, these are the settings that you'll get as soon as you hit capture. Now, amateur and pros, if you have an understanding on what you want to set your video quality at, I would say stay away from that if you're new, like I am to this, so I'm just going to stick with newbie here. And let's show you what comes next. You would hit game console, then detect, so it can start recognizing the signal. Hit ready, and then from there it'll pick up the signal that's being broadcast into your AVerMedia. And next, as you can see, this is the dashboard of my Xbox 360. Now it's being shown on my netbook. All right, let's move this up a bit. From here you have your audio, record, and looks like a camera for screenshot function. So I'm going to start up the game, get ready to show you what the video quality is like as it's recording. But again, I mean, this is a great device overall. I'm getting a bit of a lag on my PC because I don't meet the requirements that the AVerMedia requires. It needs 4 gigs of RAM, where this netbook has 2, so that's where I'm getting a bit of a slowdown. But from what the tests I've done, it hasn't really affected the videos I have recorded. But from time to time, it may affect it, and there may be some lag. But let's get to it here. Next, I'm going to cut to actual video that was shown while I was recording on the AVerMedia. So I'm going to use my favorite character a couple times before he gets nerfed again for Ultra Street Fighter 4. I'm going to show you a nice little counter hit combo I have against Seth that leaves him near death after you land this one combo. So give it a second here, I'll show you, and it has to be only on counter hit. Right. Look at that, Seth is near dead with just one combo. But again, it's only through a counter hit setup. They beat him up a little bit more because, you know, he's also going to get nerfed badly. But let me see if I can land that combo again. Again, it's a counter hit setup, and it's also 1 frame link at the end of it. Yep, there you go. So as you can see, that combo leaves Seth nearly dead, and again, it's only on a counter hit setup, but as you can see, the video quality and the audio is really good for the AVerMedia. I mean, exactly what's being shown on your monitor is exactly what the console, the netbook or the SD card would be recording. Alright, now on to my next test. Now you're wondering, well, why would I have the Wii for? And I'll show you why I still have my Nintendo Wii and still using this function right here, the homebrew channel. That's the only purpose I keep my Wii around. I'm still able to play all my emulators, have all the ROMs on here. And I'll show you, real briefly that, again, the AVerMedia also works well with the Nintendo Wii. It also records all the game video that comes through it as well. So let me pick a game here to test out. And, of course, since it's the FGC, it's only fitting that I pick a game that would, cater to the FGC. And that would be, look at that, 1994. I was 16 years old when this game came out. Unbelievable. Alright, Capcom loading screen. This is kind of nostalgic, so I'll be quiet and let this run through. I really dislike this character. I've been hearing Hadouken for 25 plus years. Hopefully one day Ryu would just get hit with a fireball and just get knocked out. But anyhow, you can see the video again. For, a Nintendo emulator, it looks really well. Let me give a quick example here. Let me set up my buttons. Having a bit of an issue because I'm just not used to playing this version. Let's hit start. And of course, you know what character I'm going to use. It's the only reason why I play Street Fighter is for this character. Let's see. Oh, USA. Uh-oh, Gaio. Oh, look at that. Talk about improvement in technology. What is this, online? Gaio's not moving here? Look how slow this game feels. The record changes feel so much tighter. But again, you can see the video quality is recording very well. The audio coming through it is very good. Again, the AVerMedia is a great device. I mean, it records it records every video source that comes through it, and audio as well. But I did notice a couple tests that I'll talk about at the end of the video, where there are some things that you're not able to record, and they prevent you, I say, from any company's copyrights whatsoever. Now, let me just finish up this round here, because I mean, it feels pretty cool playing this game again. It feels so slow and outdated. I can't focus to go through the fireballs. See if I could complete a record here. Oh, those records were safe on block. I like that. Let me just record away on Gayu. He just has to take it. And look at that. Top tiering on this Street Fighter version as well. You gotta love it. I love that win pose. God, I miss it. Now on to the PS3. Now I noticed here I was having issues with the functions for the PS3 in the recording. And every time I recorded off of the PS3, I constantly got audio delay from the video. I looked up some forum suggestions. I did this, the steps, but I was still getting lag. Maybe I'm guessing during the video process as I was doing the conversion, because the file format extension that it records on, it's a TS file, and I'm converting the TS file into an MP4 format. So maybe that's where some of the audio delay came from. But again, everybody says that, Fei Long is so strong in AE 2012, and that he was trash in vanilla. Let me show you real quick that same counter hit combo that I have for Seth, how much damage it would do in vanilla if, Fei Long still had his vanilla damage. But let me set up the buttons real quick, and then from there, let's see if I can land that counter hit one frame. Link setup into the super, and you'll be surprised how much damage this does. So if I was able to do this in AE 2012, everybody then would keep complaining. So give me a second here, let me finish the settings, and let's see if I can land this Link. Alright, just get the timing down a bit, because of course it's the PS3, it runs a bit slower. In this version, Fei Long's Chicken Wing startup is not as quick, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Keep trying here. Got the counter hit. Put in one frame a second. Was a bit off there, but at 5:14, and that was off my counter hit. I know I could definitely hit it. There you go, I landed a Link. Look at that, 625 damage in vanilla. Fei Long was very strong, just people didn't know how to use it then. So let me wrap this up. Just again, the video quality, audio is great, but I had a bit issues with the PS3. But let me wrap up this video, and then from there, give you my final thoughts.
So as I wrap up this video review, I must say I'm highly impressed with AVerMedia's Live Gaming Portable. I've been testing it out for the past 3 weeks, and I have to say that this device has been, it's been great. And I mean, I had a prior recorder, and I no longer use it. In fact, it's just collecting dust, and most likely I'll just give it away to somebody. And this is going to be my primary source for recording video. I mean, the ease of use is just so great. One of the many great pros I say about this is the fact that it's portable. So being able to take this to tournaments and record, those games while you're at tournaments, instead of having to set up a tripod with a camera or record, from behind and get all that background noise, this device will record the actual gameplay that's coming from the console and being sent straight to the monitor. And you won't have to deal with any interruptions, any people getting in the way of your camera view, or any ambient noises, and just things that just may take away the pleasure of viewing the video. I mean, this would be your ideal product. I mean, this, again, it has many pluses to it. It's portable, it's light, it's small, the ease of use, connecting it is quite simple. Recording through an SD card, another great feature. If you're going to look into get into streaming, it also has built-in functions to help you become a much better streamer. Again, I like to just keep it simple. Just use the newbie option. Hit I think it's a game detect, and then from there I'm able to just hit record, and it automatically adjusts the settings for me without having to do any specifics or set anything up. I mean, this does it all for me, and it makes it far easier. And definitely, again, if you're new to the FGC or just new to recording, it would make things easier for you until you get to that point where you're more comfortable with the more advanced settings, and then you could set it up however you like. Again, I'd mentioned many of the pros. One of the negatives that I had about this is that there's no on and off button on the device. So when you turn off your console or your PC, device will still stay on, and you would have to remove the USB cord in order to power off. I'm one that doesn't really like to remove connections much, especially when it's it's a small USB port like this, is because sometimes it could get damaged, or the connectors could get worn out, and then from there the device may not work as much. So maybe if if AVerMedia and their new model decides to put an on and off button, I say that would be a much needed improvement. I definitely would recommend this to anybody who's looking to record video gameplay. And I mean, again, the ease of use, I can't stress it enough. I'm not that very technical when it comes to recording. I just hook this up and record straight to the SD card. Say if I'm on Xbox Live and I see I'm jumped in a lobby where there's some high-class player in there, all I have to do is just hit the button on top, and then for there it's already recording. I don't have to go through the whole function of powering up my PC, making sure settings are correct and all of that. No, it just does it all to the SD card. From there, with your SD card, you could just connect it to your computer, upload it to YouTube, or do whatever edits you may need. So, I mean, I highly recommend this item. If I had to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10, definitely I'll give it a 9.5. The other 0.5 that keeps it from a solid 10 would be the on and off button. I mean, that's the only flaw that I came across while using this for the past 3 weeks. Aside from that, it's been everything that I expected of it and everything that I heard about it from other players that own this device. So if you want to find out more about this device, go to www.gamerzone.avermedia.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at AVerMediaGZ. They always have a great sale taking place around tournament time. They have a sale taking place at this moment. But of course, by the time this video gets uploaded, that sale may end. But what I'll do is, in this video, I'll constantly update it with sales that AVerMedia is having. I'll put the link in the description down below. Maybe they'll still have some of the sales taking place. I know some of the sales they currently have, you get a free 16 gig SD card for the device. So therefore, you're already set. You have an SD card and you're ready set to record as soon as it comes out the box. And another thing I forgot to mention is you must format your SD card to FAT32, and then from there it's set to record. You just can't purchase an SD card and put it in right away, because I believe the file extension is EXFAT. So make sure to format to FAT32 and you're set to go. So I mean, again, I recommend it. Go out and purchase it if you're looking to get a recorder. I don't think there's nothing better than this on the market. Other devices are just bigger and clunkier. As you see here, this is extremely so. It's probably just a little bit bigger than a cell phone, about the same size about a Samsung or an iPhone, and just slightly thicker, and this does a far better job, I say, than those other devices. So again, make sure to check them out. Gamerzone.avermedia.com, and also on Twitter at AVerMediaGZ. And also make sure to follow Event Hubs at EventHubs.com, and also make sure to take off the ad block. Any support you give to the site is grateful. Without those ads, it makes it difficult for us to gain revenue and help out the site and really improve the site overall for you members of the FGC, because without you we won't be anything, and we won't be able to give you the news that you need. So again, make sure to follow us on Twitter, and also follow me as well, Jason24CF. Subscribe to the channel, as again, I'm going to have more videos in the future geared to you, the new members of the FGC. I appreciate your time, and we out.
Alright, it's time for bonus footage. Now this video I didn't include in the review because it would have taken up too much time, so I decided let me put it at the end of the video, and if you chose to stay to the end of the video you could have seen it. But these are one of the many tests that I ran with the AVerMedia to see what other video source it would record to the Xbox 360. So as you saw, I only tested out Street Fighter, fighting games, something that's geared towards the FGC. So I said let me try another game out, see how well it recorded other games, see if there was any noticeable glitches, any frame rate drops and things like that. So I decided, hey, let me pick Castle Crashers. I haven't played that game in quite a long time, and I was a huge fan of that game when it came out. So here's a quick video showing you Castle Crashers in action as the AVerMedia is recording it, and of course to see if there was any noticeable lag, any frame rate drops, any audio sync issues that kind of seems to happen with the PS3. So far it really didn't happen with the Xbox 360. Everything on the Xbox 360 and the Nintendo Wii ran rather smoothly. I didn't come across any issues. I think I did come across 1 or 2 issues with the Xbox 360, but that was when I was recording on my PC, and again, that's because my PC only has 2 gigs of RAM, and it's recommended that you have 4 gigs of RAM to use the AVerMedia without any issues. So maybe that's why I had some delays in those videos. But this video right here is all through an SD card, and I noticed you really don't get any delay, lag, or anything with the SD card. I've recorded about, I believe, about an hour and a half straight, and I played it back for testing purposes, and there was absolutely no frame rate drops, there was no delays, there was no issues. So I guess, you know, having a class 10 SD card, you know, is what you definitely need to record, you know, with this device on an SD card. Again, you know, just testing things out. You're trying to put a lot of animations on the screen to see if, you know, there's any noticeable delays, and of course, I mean, it was passing the test, you know, rather easily. I mean, now I'm just going through the weapons, you know, remembering, wow, all the hassle I went through to collect these weapons and Castle Crashers. I mean, there's so many hours, months I've exhausted in this game. I mean, it was a fun game, you know. Checking out some more weapons that I don't remember ever using or owning. I'm just surprised I have all these weapons. I guess it's just been that long, but this was a character that I waited for a long time at DLC. And I said, let me just use him and get his weapon. I just really wish they would have put his wings on. He would have really looked, his wings or his cape, he would have looked more like how his in-game version is. But let me run around here and let me jump to the boss battle real quick. Because again, this had a lot of animation taking place. You know, with the stars swirling, and then those big giant, sapphire gems, whatever. You know, to see if there was any noticeable delays. I'd probably go for like a couple minutes of this. Actually, this video is quite long. I actually went through the game, beat the game, went through the entire ending, but cut it short because you definitely don't want to see through all of that. But just again, just testing it to see if there was any noticeable delays whatsoever. You know, another test that I came up with is a video test. So I said, you know what, let me go to Twitch TV and see if I could record just the video source. So let me give this a second as it could load up, because again, this is just actual footage from the recorder. I really didn't edit. So let me go to let's go to, where is it, Twitch. Let's see. I do remember when I recorded this, Next Level Battle Circuit was taking place. So let me see if it's on, see if I can record that. Now let's get this started up here, give it a moment. Again, I could have edited this, you know, spared some time, but again, I wanted to see if there was any noticeable delays with frame rates, any lagging or audio sync issues, which is why I just let it record, you know, straight through at some periods. You know, I was trying to see if I could find Spooky's channel. I'm not used to using the Twitch TV app on the Xbox 360. If I look at Twitch, I usually use it on my iPad or iPhone. But I believe I come up to Spooky's channel in about a second. And there you go. Look, they were playing Marvel as I was doing this recording. Let's get it started up. Now here you can see there's a frame rate issue, but that's because the Xbox is trying to catch up through the internet. So it picks up here, and that's there. As you can see, you could actually record streams as it's taking place. So you know, you have a match that, you know, two of your favorite players are on. You say, you know what, I want to record it. You can use the AVerMedia and record that match, and then from there, now you can look at that match as many times as you want. Load it up to your YouTube channel, or maybe save it to any portable device you may have. So you can play the match, flip it over on, you know, on your travels and such, so you can really get into it. But next one, I said, you know what? Being how I saw I recorded that video, let me try another app that has video on the Xbox 360, and that will be the Netflix app. And you know, I know with the PS3, there's a copyright type of protection in place where they don't allow you to record Blu-ray movies, which is something I really didn't want to get into because, again, I don't want to advocate any bootlegging whatsoever. But we got the Netflix started up here. Let me pick a movie real quick. And of course, yes, my Fei Long thing, I gotta go with the Bruce Lee movie. It's one of my all-time, you know, inspirational figures, and you know, without him, I would not have, you know, many of the passions I have now. But again, now I started to notice here, as the movie was playing, as I got to play back on the SD card, I noticed the audio was out of sync with the video. So maybe this is the copy protection that is in place for the Xbox 360 with the AVerMedia, where you're not able to actually record videos from Netflix. You can record gaming, things through Twitch, but when it came to action movies on the Netflix app, then from there, that's when I noticed a huge audio delay. So I guess the AVerMedia is really good with that in its copy protection with the PS3 and the Xbox 360, you know, with the Blu-rays and Netflix. And I'm pretty sure the same applies for if you had a standard DVD loaded into the console and you try to record the DVD from there. So, you know, hats off to AVerMedia protecting that. You know, I mean, copyrights are at place, and of course there'll be lawsuits if you ever decided to copy and distribute it. I don't advocate that at all, so there you go. I mean, I love the device. Again, go out and purchase it if you're looking to get a recorder. It's gamerzone.avermedia.com. Their Twitter to follow them in that is at AverMedia GZ. I thank you for your time, and we out.